Good morning, students. In last class, I already explained what is the meaning of society and importance and nature of society. The word society, it is derived from the Greek word socio. It means companionship or a friendship. The society is very important for human beings. It is helps to the development of its nature, etc. So society the society is the most prominent subject of the sociology. Sociology is a science devoted to the study of human society scientifically. Human life and society are the two faces of the same coin. The human beings always want to live in a society, not in a alone. So the society aids to holistic development of the human beings. The society, many aspects like jobs, lifestyle, culture and thoughts and ritual differ from based on the geographical area to one and another. Then the nature of the society. The important nature of the society are: one, the society is communities of communities. Second one is society is web of social relationship. Third one is resemblance and similarities. Fourth one is cooperation and division of work. Fifth one is social control, and sixth one is society is a dynamic. These are the nature of the society. In this class, I am going to explain about the importance of society and also the types of society. What are the importance of society? The importance of society are: society is a universal. Society is help to nourishment and protecting, and third one, reinforces of life, and society plays a major role in the personality development. Now I am going to explain one by one the importance of society. Importance of society. First one, the society is a universal. Society is a universal. Society and human beings goes hand in hand. So human life is made possible by society. Society was therefore before the birth of the human beings, and also remains the death of the human beings. Hence, the society is a universal. Got it? How the society is a universal? The society and the human beings goes in hands. The society is made, human life is possible, and society was there. The society was there before the birth of the human beings, and also remains the death of the human beings. Yes, society is a universal. Next, the second importance of the society is necessary for protection and nourishment. Protect. The second importance of society is necessary for the protection and nourishment. Society is needed for the nourishment and the protections of individual and social group. So, with the complex structure of cooperation, individual of labor, similarities, social institution, and the similarities of society takes care of the needs of human being. So these are the importance of the necessary of protection and nourishment. Got it? Why we want to need a society? Because the society needs for the nourishment and protections of the individual and social group. So with its complex structure of cooperation, social institution, types of society, and social control and division of labor, care of the needs of the human beings. And the third importance is society. Society plays major role in personality development, personality formation. What are the third importance of the society? The society plays a major role in the personality formation. So, society decided the aims and patterns of the human beings and the social group. The features of human nature developed in the society itself. Society provided the proper channels and showcase of one's talents. It regulates the human life, and it also regulates the natural human weakness and desires facilitating the health growth. Through this, society plays a major role in the personality formation. Got it? How the society plays a major role in the personality formation. The society decided the aims and patterns of human beings. So the features of human nature developed the society itself. Society provides a proper channels and showcase one's talent. It also regulates the natural human's weakness and desires facilitating the health growth. Next, the fourth importance of society is reinforces life. Reinforces life. The vast aspect of society as involved of life. It is not only involves from outside, it is also involved from inside also. The relationship between human beings and the society is not a simple one. It is a complex structure, one forming an individual weakness, thoughts and emotions. Got it? How the society reinforces the life. So the vast aspect of society as evolved of life. So it is not only involved from outside, it is also involved from inside as well. The relationship between the human beings and the society is not a simple one. It is a complex. It is a complex for one forming an individual's uniqueness, thoughts, and emotions. So these are the importance of the society. Got it? What are the importance of society? One is a universal. Society and human beings go in hands in hands. Go in hands in hands. The society made a possible of a human life. Then society was there before the birth of human beings, and also it prevents the death of the human beings. So it is known as a universal. Then necessary for the protection and nourishment. Society needed the nourishment and protections of the individuals and a social group. It is a complex structure of cooperation, social institutions, types of societies, and social control, division of labor, and similarities. Societies take care the needs of the human beings. Third, society plays a major role in the personality formation. Society decides the aims and the pattern of the human life. The features of human nature developed in society itself. The society decided the proper channels and showcase one's talent. Then it regulates the natural human's weakness and desires facilitating the health growth. Next one, reinforces of life. The vast aspect of the society as enveloped of life. The not only is not a simple form, then it is a complex forming an individual uniqueness, thoughts and emotions. Now I am going to explain about the different types of the society. Society is not a uniform. The society is varieties. The different types of society are there. The types of society is mainly based on nature and nature of job and work. The types of society are, one is hunting types of society. So how the society are divided? The society is mainly divided by based on the nature of job and work. First types of society is hunting and food gathering. Hunting and food gathering society. Hunting and gathering society. Hunting and gathering society. Second one is pastoral society. Second one is pastoral society. Third one is agricultural and rural society Third one is, fourth one is urban society. Fifth one is industrial. Industrial society. Sixth one is information. Society. So these are the important types of the society we are found in our society. So got it. The society is not only uniform. We are found the different types of society. Mainly the society are divided based on the nature of job and work. The important types of society are, one is hunting and food gathering society, second one is pastoral society, third one is agricultural society and rural society, fourth one urban society, fifth one industrial society and sixth one information society. So now I am going to explain one by one. First, I am explain about hunting and food gathering society. Hunting and gathering society, it is the first stage of the human evaluation. Got it? Which is the first stage of the human evaluation? Hunting and food gathering society is the first stage of the human evaluation. So it is also one of the ancient type of the society. It is a small in size characteristics. It is a first stage of human evaluation. Second one, it is one of the ancient form of the society. Next one, it is a small in size. ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Then now the human beings are engaged in hunting of animals, fishing and gathering of foods. So what are the main occupation or work of the hunting and food gathering? The name only told, hunting of animals, fishing and gathering of food. And gathering of food are the main occupation. Then there was no desire for the accumulation of the wealth. There was no desire of accumulation of wealth. No desire for the accumulation of wealth. The role and status of the society is mainly based on age and the sex. Status was mainly dependent on age and sex. Main sharing of sources is important trait. What is the main trait of the food gathering and hunting society? Sharing the sources. Sharing the sources is the main trait of the hunting and gathering society. and hunting was done using by the stone tools. So these are the main features are the characteristics of the hunting and the food gathering society. Got it? Hunting and gathering society is the first stage of the human evaluation. It is one of the ancient form of society. It is a small in size. The main occupation are hunting, fishing and gathering of food. There was no desire of accumulation of the wealth. Sharing the status of the society, the status and role, it is mainly depend on the age and the sex. Sharing of the source is the main trait. Hunting was done using by the stone tools. So next I am going to explain about the pastoral society. Now I am going to explain about the pastoral society. What are the main characteristics or the features of the pastoral society? Pastoral society is the second stage of the human evaluation. It is the second stage. It is the second stage of human evaluation. The main occupation are rearing of animals. It means animal husbandry. The main occupation is animal husbandry. Like sheep, cattle, goat, and buffalo. And buffalo general substances is called the pastoral society. So what is the meaning of pastoral society? The people are engaging the process of animal husbandry like sheep, cattle, goat and cow and buffalo. For general substances, it is known as the pastoral society. Then they consisted several thousands of the people. Cattle herding is the main occupation. So ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ನಾವು ಸಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ನಾವು ಸಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದಾಗ cattle herding is the main occupation. The society was the leadership of a single leader. Another important characteristic is the leadership of single leader. Then apart from tending of cattle for the sustenance, the members were engaged in fishing, hunting and food gathering works. Apart from the animal husbandry, some peoples were also engaged in the fishing, hunting and food gathering. These are the main characteristics of the pastoral society. Got it? What are the main characteristics or features of the pastoral society? The pastoral society is the second stage of the human evaluation. The process of animal husbandry is the animal husbandry like sheep, cattle, goat, buffalo, cow. The cow are generally substances. So this is called the pastoral society. The consisted of several thousands of people. Cattle herding is the main occupation of the people. The leadership is the main characteristics. The society was under the leadership of a single leader. Apart from tending of the cattle rearing, some people are engaged in fishing, hunting and food gathering. Next one, I am going to explain about the so the pastoral society is also belong to the nomadic society and semi-nomadic society. The third one is a nomadic and semi-nomadic society. Nomadic and semi-nomadic society. Semi-nomadic society. So what are the main characteristics of the nomadic and semi-nomadic society? Anthropologists had opinion the pastoral society as the nomadic society in the beginning. Got it? Anthropologist opinion that only the pastoral society as the nomadic society as the beginning. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಂಥ್ರೋಪಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಈ ಪಾಸ್ಟರಲ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿನೇ nomadic society ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ Encyclopedia of Britannica, nomadic life is a type of life. So what is the meaning of nomadic life? Nomadic life is a nomadic life is a type of society, type of life. Nomadic life is a type of life according to Encyclopedia Britannica. So what is the meaning of nomadic? Because the people were movement of the people from one place to another place in searching of the food, water, etc. It is known as the nomadics. Got it? What is the meaning of nomadic? Movement people from one place to another place in search of the food and grassland business. It is called a nomadic life. So there was a different from migration. It is different from the migration. Then though the communities stayed for food in particular place to practice agriculture and other profession, they continue to move out from the cattle herding. Such communities are called a semi-nomadic communities. So what are the difference between the nomadic and the semi-nomadic society? Nomadic means movement of the people from one place to another place in searching of the food, pastoral land and business. It is called as the nomadic life. Semi-nomadic life means the people, the communities are stay for a food good in a particular place in a practice of agriculture and other profession. They continue to move out for a cattle herding. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯವಸಾಯ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಕೆಲಸದಿಂದ ಸೆಟಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಸಾಕಾಣಿಕೆಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗದಿಂದ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೆಮಿ-nomadic society. So based on the social security, valuable facilities for education and economic activities, the social status of the nomadic tribes is understood. So how we are understood the nomadic life? Based on the social security, available facilities, then facilities for education and economic activities, and social status of the nomadic tribes is understood. So I hope you are all understood. In next class I will explain the remaining types of the societies. So once I recall for this class what we are doing done in this class. First I am going to explain about the importance of society. What are the importance of society? One is universal. Second one, it is necessary for protection and nourishment. Third one, society plays a major role in the personality formation. Fourth one, reinforces of the life. Next types of society. The society is not a uniform. There are different types of society. Mainly the types of society is divided on the basis of their nature of work and job. So we are 7 types of society in our society. They are: one is hunting and gathering society, second one pastoral society, third one nomadic and semi-nomadic society, fourth one agricultural society and rural society, fifth one urban society, sixth one industrial society, and seventh one information society. The hunting and food gathering society, it is the first stage of human evaluation. It is one of the ancient society. It is a small in size. Hunting, food gathering are the main occupation. So they were used the hunting for the stone tools. Then the role and the status of society were mainly based on the age and the sex. There was no desire for the accumulation of the wealth. Sharing of sources is the main trait. Then the pastoral society, the main it is the second stage of the human evaluation. The main occupation of the animal husbandry like buffalo, cattle, goat, sheep, etc. Then cattle herding is the main occupation. The society was under the leadership of the single leadership. Next third one, nomadic and the semi-nomadic society. Anthropologists had a opinion that pastoral society is as the nomadic society in the beginning. Then the Encyclopedia Britannica says nomadic life is a type of the life. Nomadic life means the movement of the people from one place to another place in search of the food, grassland and business. It is called a nomadic life. Semi-nomadic means the communities stayed for good in a particular place in a practice of agriculture and other profession. They continue to move for the cattle herding. Such communities are called as the nomadic communities. Based on the social security, available facilities for education and economic activities, the social status of the nomadic trade is understood. So, thank you. See you next class.